All right, what is going on? It's Nate. We got a truck talk vlog, life update. I don't know, just kind of a random video, but I just wanted to make a video. So I moved. I am now in Southern California. I'm living in Costa Mesa now. I made the big move. Life's been pretty crazy. Let me tell you, when you try to level up in life, you're going to be challenged extremely hard. The last 2 weeks have been probably some of the most difficult weeks of my life. I don't like to say that because it always sounds cringy, because I know my life could be a whole lot worse than it is. But you know, when you're trying to make a big change and like you're trying to level up in life, you get challenged, and life tries to basically knock you down to the floor and say, all right, are you gonna give up, or you're gonna keep going? And yeah, so that's what the last 2 weeks have been. It's been a whole lot of slapping me down to the floor and punching me in the face. And guess what? I didn't give up. I'm still here, and life's good. It's like I almost wasn't even able to enjoy moving because it was just so stressful. There's so much going on. The market is just taking a crap. It's just being difficult. I mean, Elon Musk and Trump are tweeting, and it's literally controlling the market, like dumping it, which is crazy. I don't even understand what the world has come to, but that's kind of what my life has been. It's just been like, I just honestly laugh because I'm like, it's just a test. Like everything, I'm just being tested right now. This is like everything, like whatever you think could happen is happening. Like whatever bad you think could happen is happening. And I know things could always be worse, but it's like almost the things where you almost have to laugh at it. Like my second to last day detailing, my truck goes out and I have to take it to the shop, and then it's just another expense after expense after bill after bill, and it's just, and the market's falling. It's just like everything that you could think of is happening, and it's it's like, oh my gosh, like does this ever end? And then once you get through it, it's like, oh, I see why that happened. Like that made me a better person, and that's kind of the thing. Like the market has fallen. And a lot, like my account has drawn back a little bit, and it's like I wouldn't have learned all this, I wouldn't be going through this, I wouldn't be who I am becoming if it wasn't for this this time of, I guess you would say, like a pullback, or a time of recovery. And so it's like you almost just have to be grateful for it. Just be like, because God's not going to give you a challenge that you can't handle. So if you get challenged and things like that, you have to be grateful for him. Be like, God, thank you. Like, it's a compliment. You're giving me a challenge like this, and because that I can overcome it, that I'm stronger than this. And that's kind of the look you have to have. And you have to understand, and I'm kind of gonna, I didn't really have a plan for this video, but sorry, I'm going to Costco, and I've never been to Costco, so I don't know how to get there, so that's why I'm looking down at my phone. But you have to understand the law of polarity, right? And so I'm gonna kind of go into that. I don't know, I might have talked about this in my last video, I don't really remember. But the law of polarity, right, which means that every good has a bad, every bad has a good, and it's equal. There's an equally good part of everything bad that happens. And so you have to understand that everything just is. Like everything is. Nothing is good and nothing is bad. It is what it is. Like that's what people say, it is what it is. Because you get to choose what you make of it. Right? If something bad happens, you can choose to either get sad about it, get depressed, and be like, oh my gosh, my life sucks. Or you could be like, okay, what am I learning from this? Why is this happening to me? What am I, what lesson can I get from this? And that's how you're gonna grow. Because like the challenges I've got the last couple weeks, where it just feels like, it's like, oh my gosh, does this ever stop? Like you feel like you're at rock bottom. You feel like, okay, the market pulls back. Okay, now I got this other expense I didn't expect, and then another one, and then another one, and then it's like bang, 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 and you're like, okay, yeah, it can't get, it can't get any lower than this. And then it's like bang, 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 you get lower and lower. And you're just like, oh my gosh. And so from that, I can either be like, oh, poor me, I'm just going to give up on everything and go back to my old ways and just give up on my dreams or whatever. Or you can be like, okay, what is this teaching me? What am I learning from this? What good is coming from this situation? And like from the situation, I've seen so much of where I can improve, like my trading, where I can improve my mentality, like all these different areas I can improve, and I'm improving on them. And I'm like, yeah, I know if I never went through this time, I wouldn't be doing these things. And so if you look at it in perspective of like trading, right? So say your account's at 10,000 right now, and you're making these mistakes. There are much smaller mistakes than if your account's at 100,000, 500,000, a million, whatever your account is. And so it's like whenever you learn the lesson, the sooner the better. Like you want to learn the lessons as soon as possible. And so that's kind of the way I've been looking at it. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm learning these things as soon as I can, and my job is to just remember them, take note of them, and actually like follow these new rules I'm finding, or follow these new ideas that I need to follow, or whatever it may be. And so it's like, that's where the law of polarity comes in, though. It's like everything, even the worst of situations, there's something equally good. That's why they say the best success comes out of the biggest crisis. Because when you fall down so hard, you know, you have to think of it like a rubber band. Or like a slingshot. If you're getting pulled down that hard, and you know, if you're getting pulled down that hard, like the harder you're pulled down, the further you can sling up, and that's just generally the way life goes. So, but yeah, so that's what life's been. I haven't been posting a lot. I know that. I haven't been, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't even know how to explain the way I've been feeling. It's just like, I don't know. Just feel beat, like dead in every way. And so, but now I'm out of it. Like yesterday, I spent literally pretty much the whole day driving. I had to drive from Southern California to the middle of California to pick up my truck because it was done in the shop. And then I drove all the way back here. So it was like 8 hours of driving. And driving like really helps me clear my head. And honestly, I feel so much better. And it's like, okay, I got my truck back, like things are turning around, like, you know, it's like things should start looking up now, and I'm feeling better. My energy is way better, and that's exactly obviously what I want, because your energy is everything. And so it's like all these things happening were causing me to be more negative and more down, which is causing more negative things to happen, and it's just like a spiral. So it's like I finally broke out of this negative energy, negative chain, you know, negative reaction, whatever it is. And so it's like now I'm just chilling and I feel good. Life's good. I moved to my dream city. I'm living in Costa Mesa. I just got done at the gym at Equinox. I've been dreaming about lifting there for months. I've been writing in my journal that I want to go to the gym there. I want to work out there, and the views are just insane. I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram story today, but I mean, it's just crazy ocean views from everywhere in the gym. And it's like, I mean, I'm living the dream, you know? And so now it's like, okay, my back's against the wall. Like, this is it. I got to where I want to go. I created this reality. Now I got to make it work, right? Now I got to create a lifestyle so I can sustain it, so I can, you know, continue to grow and continue to build and continue to become a better trader, continue to help more people. And that's, you know, my focus. So now it's like, all right, it's time to lock in. Like, I did the thing. I made the move. I changed my entire life completely. And it's like, all right, you know, here it is. Here's what you wanted. You know, now it's like, go for it. And so that's kind of how it's been. So now it's just time to lock in. But that's kind of like my life update. And I'm probably going to do, I don't know what kind of YouTube videos to post. Like, I enjoy doing vlog and like lifestyle and truck talk type stuff, but I also want to do like trading stuff. So I'll probably do a little bit of both. The market's been really crazy, like really crazy. I mean, Tesla literally fell at almost 20% today because of Elon's tweet and Trump's tweets. So it's like, that's absurd. If that gives you any idea of what I've been dealing with in the market. So I've been trying to keep it cool. But yeah, I'll be making more videos. I'll be posting a video every day, even if it's just a truck talk. And then I want to make more TikToks again, but I'm not a fan of just like the motivational or whatever. Like, I want it to be personal, and so I got to figure something out with that. Like, I don't know if I do like day in the lives or something, but it's like, I don't like just talking at the camera and being like, giving it life advice or something. Like, that's not really, you know, no one's gaining much from that. So I don't know, I'm trying to think of ideas of what I can do. But yeah, so that's my life advice. I made the big move, and now it's just time to like, all right, I made the move. Now it's time to prove to myself, like, that I can do this, right? I can live this life. I can do these things. And obviously it's hard mentally. It's very, very tough. It's definitely the biggest challenge I've ever faced in my life. But that's what I wanted. I wanted the challenge. I wanted to be challenged so I can grow. And, you know, worst case scenario, I'll learn a whole lot of lessons. That's kind of what it comes down to. It's like, all right, I'm here, I'm doing the thing, I'm learning a lot, I'm growing every day, I'm hustling, and at the end of the day, you know what matters is I'm doing something that scares the crap out of me, and I want you guys to do the same. Like, you guys should be doing things that scare you. I'm not saying to be stupid, but you don't want to just be in your comfort zone. And I'll tell you what, I'm so far from my comfort zone, it's crazy. So I hope you guys can do something too that, you know, kind of gets you out of your comfort zone. But yeah, so I'm pulling up to Costco right now, but I will be making videos, whether it's truck talks or what. But I made the move. The market's been crap, so it's like I moved, paying all this money to move, paying for furniture and all that, and then market's just taking a dump. And so it's been a lot mentally, but stay strong, and I'm gonna find a way to make everything work, because I don't give up. So I'll find a way. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.